Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Vice and today we're watching the Apothecary Diaries episode 15. In the last episode we were introduced to the new concubine. She seemed very unhappy to be here, and I'm hoping we get to focus on her a little bit more this episode just to try and figure out her backstory and her motivations. Why is she here? Why does she assumedly not want to be here? I just want to know more about her because I liked her introduction. It was very sad, monotone, and it gave us a great look inside of her mind and her feelings towards the situation. So I'm very curious about her. We also had Maomao investigate an explosion, which it was just flour. Flour can explode apparently, which is something I never knew about, so good to know. It's been kind of swept under the rug as just an accident because someone was smoking in there. And yes, that could be true, but I'm under the impression that there's something more to it. I'm not quite sure what, but I just think it would be weird as an attack, but the pipe makes me think that there's more to it because Maomao kept the pipe. She's going to clean it and sell it maybe. So I think that's going to lead her back into this storyline somehow. And either we're going to start a new one from whoever we meet, or it's going to link back to the warehouse somehow. Now, at the end of the episode, we had a man seemingly have a mental breakdown in the middle of this pub or eatery, and the military officer that was in, oh my goodness, so many episodes ago, Suicide or Murder, that episode, the military officer that spiked another military officer's alcohol with salt and ended up killing him. He was at the end of last episode and he was looking at the man having a breakdown, and I just can't help but feel that it's connected somehow. This military officer already killed one person and now he's looking strangely at this man having a mental breakdown. Did he cause this, or is he going to use this to manipulate the man in some way? But I'm very curious about who this man is, the military man that's killing people, and like what for, because we still don't know why he killed the other officer. I hope we bring him more into the fold soon because he seems like he's been very much in the background and I want to know more. But anyway, I'm excited to get started, so without further ado, let's get into it.
聞いたか、この前のボヤのこと。リハ君、お手柄だったな。あいつが解決するとは。
Oh, he's getting credit for solving it.
どうも噂によると、芸女が事件解決に一役買ったらしい。
Well, yeah.
芸女、ジンシ様、部屋付きの芸女だって。
Oh, is this the man that we've been
ジ
seeing?
ンシ様といえば、この前6召喚の妓女を見
He's always listening to rumors.
でも冷たい目つきの美女だとか。ラカン様。
Lakan? I missed the pronunciation there.
詳しく教えてくれないか？
見てもらいたいものがあるのですが。
All right, we got another job.
古い事件の資料ですね。
Oh, an older incident, like a cold case? 10 years
フグの
ago.
ナマスに当たって食中毒が起きた。フグの毒。
Yeah, she was lamenting about pufferfish in an earlier episode. She wanted some.
今度その手の料理屋に連れて行きますから。
Hot bribes. I love
これ
her.
がどうしたのですか？
これとよく似た事件が最近起こったということで。
Oh,
元同僚
it's
に相
him.
談を受けたのです。
Okay.
よく似た
So
事
an
件。
incident happened again.
フグのナマスを
10 years apart though,
昏睡
that's...
状態に陥っているのですよ。それに今さら毒の出てくるこの話を途中で切ってもいいのですか？
どうぞ。
He knows her
お
well.
話の続きを。
今回ナマスにはフグの皮と身を湯引きしたものを使っていたそうです。それを食べて昏睡状態に陥ったと。
フグの身ですか？毒が多いのは肝な
Oh,
どの内臓
interesting. I
です
didn't know
が、
that.
身は比較的毒が薄いはずなのに、種類や環境によっては身に毒がある場合もあるかもしれない。別におかしな点はないのでは？
今回の事件も前の事件も料理人は
The
フグを
cook
調
claims
理
they
に使
didn't
っていない
use
と言い張ってい
pufferfish in
る
the
のです。
dish, but they were clearly
面白
served
そうな話で
pufferfish.
すね。
共通点はそれだけではありません。倒れた2人。
So did someone switch
今
the
回の役
dishes?
人と前回の商人は共に美食家で珍味を好んでいました。普段から魚の生肉などもよく食べていて、
Okay, so they ate pufferfish a lot, so it would be
事
easy
件の後
because they would just
厨房の檻から
immediately eat it.
内臓や皮が全て発見されたことから肝は食べていないと判断されました。
What?
2つの事件の料理人は共にフグは前日の料理に
Okay, and two different
ナマ
cooks.
スには別の魚を使った
So it must have been a server that switched with their own prepared
証人
pufferfish,
となる
right?
人間がいなかった。
案外 らいしっかり調べてるんだな。適当な調査で犯人をでっち上げるろくでもない役人もたくさんいるのに。
Is that what I did? Did I make up a suspect by making it a server?
症状はフグの毒みたいですが、今の話だけでは何とも。今の季節なら生ゴミを数日置いていたとしてもおかしくはない。別の魚を使ったという話も残りカスが見つかっていて矛盾はない。
何の話をしてたんだ？
What is that
さすがにその
face?
顔は俺も傷つく。
That was creepy.
ガオシュンの話をやけに熱心に聞いていたようだが。
面白い話なら人は耳を傾けるものですから。
おいちょっと待て、お前俺の話はよく途中で。
それでは遅くなりましたので帰
She's
ら
so
せていただきます。
調理書です。使用人の証言だと、主人に出す料理はほとんどここに書かれ
Okay,
て
so we
い
have
る
the servant's testimony
あり
too.
がとうございます。
Corresponds with the cooks, I'm assuming.
ナマスの作り方に特におかしなところはないです。
酢の配合は何種類か書かれています。材料は詳しく書かれていません。
おそらく季節によって手に入る魚や野菜が変わるからでしょう。これでは肝心の何を使って作ったかがわかりませんね。
わからないのか？
He wants to be
話に加わ
involved
り
so
たい
bad.
らしい。事件が起きたのは
1週間ほど前です。
冬場の野菜となると、ナマスの材料は大根か人参といったところですか。
それが海藻を使ったと
Seaweed
言っていまして。
海藻ですか。珍味を好むということは変わった海藻を入れることもあるだろう。もしよろしければその家の厨房を見せてもらうことはできませんか。
I wish I could follow her thoughts. New character?
ガオシュン様からここに来るようにと言われたのですが。
バセンだ。
Bosun?
話は聞いている。
マオマオ
Open your eyes, Bosun.
これから
Okay,
屋敷
different
に
color.
向かうが
Not the
お
guy
前は
that
あくま
I
でも
thought he
私
was.
のお付きだ。
Thought he was the guy from the last episode
いい
at the end.
わかりました。
Nope.
見たことない武漢だな。誰かに似ている気がするが、よくは思われてなさそうだが。
毒の一件以来使われておりません。
Okay, so everything is the same. That'll make it easier to investigate, assuming
Oi.
the poison's still here.
勝手に入るな。出て行け。何をしてる。こんな奴らを連れてきたのはお前か。
Alright, this guy's
ちゃん
sus.
と奥方に確認は取っています。それにこれは仕事ですので入ってもよろしいか、それとも何か不都合でも。
勝手にしろ。
Alright. Well, I think he poisoned
誰
him.
ですか。
旦那様の弟君です。旦那様が昏睡状態になって奥方様も疲労で寝込んでしまい、弟君が屋敷を
He took over.
取り仕切ってい
Motive.
ました。
Right there. Seaweed?
これは
ああ、旦那様が好きなやつだ。お気に入りでよく食べておられ
But
ま
what
した
is
の
it?
で、
Seaweed?
毒はないと思いますが。
嘘はついてなさそうだな。
だそうだ。終わったなら早く帰ってくれ。
He's way too defensive.
そうですね。
なんで簡単に引き下がったの？
引き下がったとは思っていません。
Oh, she took some. Good.
持ってきたのか。
これ不思議なんです。
What?
この海藻が取れる時期にはまだ少し早い。塩漬けにしたところで今の時期まで持つもの
Oh,
でもあ
that
りま
is
せん。
kind of odd. So they got it
おそらく
early
この
or
近辺
late?
で取れたものではないと思います。例えば交易で南から仕入れたものだと、どこから仕入れたのかわかると良いのです。分かってくれたらしいなら私も
I
私
don't
の
get
や
what
る
you
べき
mean.
ことをやろう。
Please spell it out for me, Maomao.
なんだこれは。
屋敷から持ってきた海藻です。事前に2つに分けて水にさらしておきました。なぜ神子様もいるのだろう。
Because he needs to be involved.
調べたとこ
He's
ろ
bored.
やはり海藻は南方から持ち込まれたものでした。ゲナンの証言では主人が冬場に
Okay, the master never ate it in the
な
winter.
かったとのことでした。
料理人からも普段使っている海藻と同じ種類で毒のはずがないと。
同じ海藻なら毒がないというわけじゃないんです。もしかしたら南ではあまりこの海藻は
So
食べ
did
る
someone
習慣
poison
が
the
ないのかもし
seaweed,
れ
or is the
ません。
seaweed poisonous
美
itself?
食家の役人の好物だと知った交易商が金になると思ってわざわざ地元民に海藻の塩漬けを作らせたとしたら、世の中には毒が無
Poisons
毒
can
になるこ
become
とがあ
not
るんです。
poisonous.
例えばウナギには本来毒がありますが、身を抜いたり加熱することで食べられるようになります。
Interesting. So the same applies here, just the other way
石灰
around.
水につけることが必要だったはずです。ここに用意したものは石灰水につけたものと。
Oh, no, actually, it's the same exact thing.
何してる。
Why are you all surprised? She always eats poison, guys.
多分ってなんだ。
ここで問題なのですが、交易商人に海藻の塩漬けを持ってくるよう提案したのは誰でしょうか。取り寄せたのが食べた当人であればある意味自業自得ですが、
Right.
でももしそうでないなら、
Then that person is responsible.
食べる習慣のない地方から取り寄せれば危険性が高いのは当たり前です。ここにいる者たちは賢い。
Please elaborate
こ
for
れ以上
me.
必要はないだろう。
I don't know why. I just feel so dumb in this
とり
episode
あ
for
えず
some
は
reason.
一見落着かな
I。feel like I can't make the connections right now. Mau Mau. caught immediately.
結局犯人は倒れた役人の
Yeah, the guy we met. Of course, he was way too
買い付け先を見
obvious.
つけたところで自分が買ったと白状した。動機は次男の自分がないがしろにされて長男を邪魔に思ったからだそうです。よくある話です。
でもそんな浅はかな理由で殺人を犯そうとした男がどうやって海藻の毒を知ったんでしょう。
酒場で横に座った客から偶然教わったそうです。
It's the military officer. Gave him the idea to do it. Why? Why did he want the older brother
結局
dead?
毒の残っている海藻は食べられなかったな。それにしても何に使う？
Oh yeah,
あ
that
の
thing.
干から
What
びた
is
虫
it?
から伸びた枯れ灰色の
Mushroom?
キノコ。おかえりなさいませ。おかえりなさいませ。
What a reaction!
私のせいじゃない。
It is your fault, Maomao.
お疲れのようです、
That's so funny.
仕事が溜まってるんだが、どうにも馬が合わない相手がいて意見が違ってしまうのだ。
ジンシ様にも苦手な方がいるのですね。
相手は頭の切れる軍部の高官だ。家柄は良いのに40を過ぎて再退もせず、老い子を養子にとって家の管理を任せて有名な変人だ。
What? He's a weirdo. Why is he a
軍
weirdo?
部の交換で。
For not getting married and for adopting his nephew?
興味のあるもの
That's
とい
not
え
weird.
ばもっぱらごと将棋と
Rumors.
噂話。
Okay, it's Lakan
癖をつけ
or
ては突
Lakan.
撃してきて案件の判を押すのを先延ばしにしてくる。どうも標的にされたらしい。
He has it out for you.
よし、忘れよう。思い出してもろくなことにならない。
Maomao's like, nah, it doesn't affect me.
しかし
But it does because he's listening to
まあ
rumors
忘れ
about
たところ
you.
でいつ
So
も
he's
の
gonna
ような
meet you at
予
some
感が当たる
point
の
and
だ
then it'll be your
案
problem
件は
then.
もう通ったはずですが、この男の名はラカン、軍師をやっている。どうやら突っかかってくる理由は六将官に縁のあるマオマを下女にしたことにあるらしい。
He's confronting you because
そう
you
いえば
made Maomao your
六章館に
servant.
昔馴染みがいましてね。
意
Oh,
外な話。
you have an old acquaintance.
色事など全く興味ないのかと思って
So
いた
you're
が
connected to Maomao
どんな
somehow.
妓女ですか？
いい妓女でしたよ。碁と将棋が得
She
意で、
was.
将棋では勝てるが、碁では負けてばかりだ。
軍師殿を任すとは、それは強かったのでしょう。
あれほど面白い女にはもう会えないだろうと身請けも考えましたが、世の中うまくいかないものでね。物好きの金持ちが2人競い合うように値を釣り合
Oh,
う。
you lost.
それは時に妓女の身請け金は利休が一つ立つほどの額になる。
Yikes.
変わり者の妓女でしてね。
しかしそんな話をして。
Yeah, what is he
何
trying
を
to
言いたいの
tell us here?
芸は売れど身は売らず。
Sell her skills, but
それ
never
どころか
herself.
客を客とも思わない。客に茶を継ぐ時も下船の民に施しを与えるよう
That's Maomao's
な
hair color.
尊大な目で見ておりました。
Is this
しかし
Maomao's mother?
それにうつつを抜かす物好きもいるもので、
She was a
か
courtesan?
くいう私もその一人なのですが、背筋にゾクゾクっとくる感覚がたまらないものでして、
Maomao?
いつか押し倒してみたいと思っていたものですよ。結局その議場を
Okay, I take it
諦
back.
めき
He's
れず
a weirdo.
仕方なく
Sorry for
少々
judging you,
時間を
Jinshi, but you're right on this case.
というと、
高くて手が出せないなら安く
You
なれば
lower
問題
its
ないわけでして
value?
希少価値を下げたんですよ。どんな方法か
I
知り
think
た
I
い
do
です
know
か
how you did that, except you said you
ここまで
wished
来ても
you
ったいぶるのです
forced
か？
yourself on her. So you didn't force yourself? Or you did?
まあその前にちょっと頼みたいことがあるんです。そちらに最近入った下女というのがなかなか面白いようで、妙に謎解きが
Now
得意なようです
his
な。
interest in Maomao makes sense if she is truly the daughter of the concubine he is talking about.
私の彫金細工師がいたんですよ。そいつが先日ぽっくり言ってしまった。ちゃんと後継者を指名しないままにね。奴には3人の子供がいて、
Wow, look at how
弟
they're
子にしていたんで
animating
すが
him.
秘伝と言える技術を伝えぬまま言ってしまったのが
That's just
不憫で
eerie.
ね。きっと彼の思わせぶりな遺言が何かの手がかりだと思うんで
It's
すよ。
very almost
それが引っ
puppety.
かかっていてね。
何が言いたいのでしょうか？
Interesting choice.
いや、その秘伝の技術を知る術がないかと思ったまでです。例えば、頭の回るそちらの
Okay, so he
下女が
wants Maomao
調べ
to
てくれ
solve
や
this
しないもの
mystery
か。
because he likes puzzles and he wants to see if Maomao is good at
とりあえず、
puzzles. And this is a puzzle.
話だけでも聞か
Yes.
せてもらえないでしょうか？
And that was the Apothecary Diaries, episode 15. What a lot to dive into right now. So at first I didn't think this was going to be a very heavy episode, but it definitely got there at the end. I still felt kind of stupid during this episode because I could not put together how seaweed was poisonous and how it could mimic the effects of pufferfish poison. But you know what? I'm just going to accept it and move on. It was revealed that this method of killing his brother was given to him basically by the military officer that poisoned the alcohol with salt and killed that guy. This military officer, I don't really know what to call him. Let's call him Blue Eyes. So Blue Eyes poisoned a military officer and killed him with salt. And that's a very precise technique, by the way, very easy to hide, easily explainable if you don't look too closely. So that was very subtle. And now, in this case, he preyed on someone and decided to push him to commit murder and even gave him the way to do it in a very, once again, subtle way. And I actually thought he was being introduced in this episode as Basen, except Basen has gold eyes. So immediately that theory was ruled out. I don't know when we're going to meet Blue Eyes, if ever, but there's something going on in the background here and I've not quite figured out what yet. And then we have Master Lakan. I actually kind of defended him a little bit because Jinshi said he was a weirdo, and the only information we got from him at that point was that Master Lakan liked puzzles, rumors, he wasn't married even though he's older, and he adopted his nephew as his heir. And I was like, none of that stuff is weird. But then the very next conversation that Jinshi had with Lakan, it was like, okay, obviously I see now why Jinshi is like, this man's a weirdo. Absolutely agree. Sorry, Jinshi, for doubting you. He started talking about a woman that he would often see and play games with, puzzles with, and that she was so good, she out-strategized him. And he wanted to buy her out, but it turned into a bidding war and he lost. And all of this seemed pretty normal until he made the comment that he wanted to force himself on her. That's wild to say. He found out how you lower a courtesan's value. And that paired with the fact that this courtesan wouldn't sleep with anyone, which probably made her value higher because she was untouched, she was pure. It just makes me think that he did force himself on her to lower her value. But then that doesn't quite make sense because he said he wanted to force himself on her, but I don't think he did. And then if he did force himself on her and lowered her value, then he would have been able to buy her like he said he was going to, but he obviously didn't. So something's not quite adding up in his story here, and he has this interest in Maomao, which I think is because Maomao is the daughter of the courtesan that he was considering buying out, because when we had that flashback to her, she had green hair just like Maomao. And we know Maomao has a connection to the brothel somehow that was never really fully explained, so it would make sense that her mother was a courtesan there. She worked there. And that's why Maomao has a relationship with all these girls. Yes, her father is an apothecary and does business with them, but she always seemed to have a more familiar bond with them. Like, I'm pretty sure she even calls the three princesses her sisters at some point in the series. So it makes sense to me that Maomao is the daughter of the concubine that Master Lakan wanted to buy out. And he is interested in her because of that. And he wants to test her, it seems like, because he's presented this mystery for Jinshi and he wants Maomao to solve it. And he loves puzzles, and he's hearing rumors that this servant girl, Maomao, is solving things around the palace. So now he's like, okay, here's an actual test from me to you. Solve this. And I don't know what he gets out of that. I don't want to believe that he has an interest in her because he was interested in her mother. I actually can't think of another possible connection. Because at first my head went, well, maybe Master Lakan is Maomao's father, but we already know who Maomao's father is, and he is old. He is. But older people do still have children. I don't think we were told anything about Maomao being adopted. We were just told that this is her father, and it's been told to us consistently over many different episodes. So I'm choosing to believe that that is Maomao's father, biologically, which if the case, then I really don't see any other way that Master Lakan could be connected to Maomao other than the fact that he loved her mother. Also, when he was telling Jinshi the whole story, the way they animated him was very creepy, the way he moved in that almost like a puppet, and his mouth was open in laughter the whole time. It was very ominous. So they're definitely painting him out to be an antagonist here, a villain per se. Let me know in the comments down below what you thought about this episode. If you enjoyed my reaction, please give a like and subscribe, and check out my other series here on the channel. And with that, thank you for watching. Until next time, bye!